Hey fellas. Well, thought I'd get you guys another Pokemon vlog. With some events have been happening lately. Hey, given how that even with what I have been experiencing lately, hey, I've decided to again merge the last reaction thoughts on Sun Moon Series before I actually start my formal vlogs on it into one video as mentioned before, and again, I don't have any hard feelings towards that my associate in the matter, but I think I'm going to keep enjoying Generation 8 and maybe play the other ones he suggested on my terms rather than his. I mean, but now that I got out of the way, hey, so the mobile game Pokemon Masters is currently in the midst of celebrating its first 6 months on the market. With the new events, as well as for the first time being able to befriend and Red in his new Signa suit. I have not been able to do so yet, but I'm working on it, hopefully, I'll be able to get him before the event starts, and I actually kind of like the new design behind they gave him, like especially in the case of the pants, which had the flames on them. It's like I wonder if he's secretly also trying to enter the King of Iron Fist tournaments and take him, and but I get ahead of myself, man. I mean, I haven't posted a whole lot about it since the game initially went live this past August, but I've been enjoying it so far. There have been periods where I've taken breaks from it. I suppose to go because of how sometimes some of the missions can get a little bit tough. I managed to spend a grand total of zero real world money on it, and I am pretty good at maintaining self control. Not everyone's so lucky about that. Might be why the mobile game is unveiled is also going to be turned into being one of those microtransaction funded mobile games, and they're all, oh, yeah. But be that as it may, I'm looking forward to seeing what else can come from the series in the near future. I have a tendency of stacking all the in-game currency for items and because again, I'm not entirely familiar with gacha games, so you're gonna have. I'm not the right person to really formally talk about how to proceed with any potential oh, future ways of handling this content. But I do submit, however, that Spartler's claim I'm regulating these titles is not something that can be dismissed out of hand. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. On that note, the 15th episode new series is aired earlier this week, known roughly translated as Snow Day, Where's Cubone's Bone? That in which, after an unexpected snow day causes his connectivity problems at Sakuragi's lab, so Ashton goes to take some time off from their studies, with Go actually going home to his family, which include his grandmother, who apparently has an affinity for karaoke, and also his parents, hence Eno and okay, I think I got their names correctly. Hey, so let's take a look at this real quick. Just to bear with me, but I do kind of like how the okay now yeah. So it's Ikuo and Karune, I guess, and also his grandmother's name is also Tome. So I very much like the idea of seeing what this character's like before he met Ash, as well as just in general how his character essentially like the other side of the same coin. Like people kind of debate which one's better, but to me that's kind of silly given how they both have different goals. All those ways of doing things. And I mean, there's some similarities to be sure, but like it's like how with Tony Stark using science to solve problems and Doctor Strange using magic, even though seeing them interact is also kind of amusing to see. It always kind of interesting to see what other people see, meeting someone who's similar in personality, and then just seeing what everyone else already knows about them. Like what is your job exactly besides making balloon animals, that kind of thing. Hang, and the animation, I'm really liking the new art style. How they managed to redesign Vermilion Seasons last time was really shown extensively. Like choosing that as the home base of these characters actually was a pretty effective one as a setting, because that's one of the key things you gotta do for your story. I mean, the setting, where and when it's taking place. And especially apparently one of my associates, one of my friends on Facebook, also other people on Twitter, suggested it'd be like, apparently that's like their stand in Yokohama, which I kind of buy that. I mean, given how bustling it looks, and especially this part near the end where they're where the camera pulls out as they're all singing karaoke at home, having dinner, and snow falling on the ground. Just seeing that big wide shot of the city and all its lights, man, it's can anyone else maybe just share my enthusiasm about how just stunning it looks? I mean, it's fantastic what they've done with something like that. I mean, I don't know. I've taken a real interest in set designs and environments lately, so that might be part of it. But I don't know. That might be why sometimes even when I'm presented with a lot of stuff, sometimes some of the things I find most visually interesting are just something like as simple as a cityscape or just someone's bedroom. I mean, yeah. And as it were, just seeing him go with the wall of monitors in his place before, or he became one of Sakura Hagi's researchers as well as Ash's friend. I could definitely relate to that a lot. I mean, his parents worry about him, but he doesn't mind at all. I mean, he understands what he gotta do. I mean, and also it kind of reminds me again another Deku comparison, and here like the whole thing with hanging with Ash brushing his teeth before they all head off to Gale for the first time. It's like the Galarian version of Deku headbang, hang, hanging sense, and also with Yamashita Daiki voicing Go as the new composer that's stepped up to fill Miyazaki's head at all this time. I'm noticing a lot of MJ comparisons. I'm also enjoying that series as well, even with this unpleasantness surrounding one of the antagonists of that series, but that's not important right now. What is important is how I think this series and how it's pushing things is actually way better than how Chronicles did. And people say that Chronicles were better follow, but I say, well, no, actually. I mean, and to me, the absence or presence of a single viewpoint character to me is not as important as actually making sure the ones you actually have are written consistently as well as giving room to grow more. Or so, it's a simple pleasures of being able to explore more, and the simple just helping a Cubone find its bone. Oh, and that can often be most entertaining things. Like just trying to find. That's another thing they took away from Sun and Moon too. Is like how sometimes make entertaining story just what day to day life is like in the universe. Like I mean, I don't play every game in my collection the same way every day. I mean, like sometimes I want to run the gauntlet on the league, whether it's the original ones on the virtual console or the new ones just got on my Switch. But just trying to find what you can find, and sometimes you might run into something you might not expect. Like, now the reason why we're still talking about things like the Lavender Town Syndrome or the Hex Maniac and Lumio City after all this time, or even early builds of the original games that were still finding content and that didn't make it the finished product, but still a source of fascination after all this time. I'm That's why I never really bought into some of the more extreme complaints because it basically boiled down to doesn't have everything I was expecting. But then why ever playing and watching, am I right? Which, if I'm being totally honest, actually a kind of counterproductive mindset to have for the series going forward. I mean, in all fairness, the whole business model and the idea behind it hasn't changed that much at all. All just perception of it, and it can change again. And to me, it's not always about adding new concepts. It's or I think it's more interesting to me to see how you expand on what you can do with existing ones different ways. That's why I didn't pull on my cards on Gen 8, but I have been satisfied with what's been presented to me so far, as well as what's to come. I'll have other videos in the pipeline before the expansions go live, before I opt into home for a year to explain this. Yes, but the short version so far is that sometimes it's not the quantity, what's in there, it's how you use it. Gameplay first, everything else second. I mean, or as Indiana Jones once subtly put it, it's not the years, baby, it's the mileage. Anyway, about all I got to say for now. Anything else you might have to say, Pokemon related, you can tell me and let me know in the comments. And gonna be working more on my 7 Disney Plus haul for this month, and this clean scene onward this weekend. I will talk to you all later.